No, it's absolutely losing his mind. Dun, dun, dun. Now we just wait for the queue to pop. Big, Renata. Big. Very long queue time. Was it a mistake playing on our challenge account? Was it a mistake queuing up on challenge account? Dun, 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 dun. We just sit and we wait. Dun, 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 dun. No, no, no. Alright, we're finally in a lobby. I think Desperate Nazis might be in queue. Kaleban? Kaleban? God damn. The target banners are out, chat. The target banners are out. Run and hide. Kaiser Pike, bot lane Vega, mid lane Wukong jungle. Let's say, what do they play top lane into Singed? What do they play into Singed here? Let's see. Maokai into Singed. Alright. Alright. Okay, it's not Phil top laner. Oh, I'm against Unforgiven. Against Unforgiven. That's fun. Someone is not connected to the lobby. We stuck at 90%. 99? Okay, getting there. 1 more percent. 100. Nice. It's the chime of the spawn, dude. It's the worst one. Absolutely hate this chime. It's the worst one. Guess I should be standing here, actually. I was a bit too far up. There's realistically no way for me to collect this because they could be here, right? And if they are here as they walk me see me go past, they set up the hook, right? So this chime is something that I won't be able to collect until I have like one of my earlier roams, right? 105 chime, please don't spawn. Yeah, exactly. Spawns in front of me. Feels good. There's a ward there. Assume it's Vega. Yep, it is Vega. Vega's ward. Right. Could be cheating, then not cheating. Lunara's instantly just like hitting the minions, so we're kind of matching the push. stop pushing now. So this is the best way you can play into Pike if you can, by pushing him in, doing the reward, because like he loves to have the brush. The brush specifically, right, is what he loves. If you can deny the brush, you kind of deny a few of his early minutes of being very strong, right? Because he's playing against the timer, right? So if you can deny early levels, it's really good. Obviously now that they now get that, it's back to a neutral state. Actually got such a good poke damage now on the Kaiser. Just get the cleanest auto attack Q. Wukong must be down here in the river since Viego is uncontested on Skullcrab top. Nice. I do have to use my flash, which sucks, but absolutely the best way I can play that, right? We absorbed the gank and but we lost our flash, which means there's a potential future gank that could come in being dangerous, but so close. Maybe I should have waited to do the last auto attack. If I'd waited and just went for the Meep auto attack, then it's fine, right? He's just healing up. He's eating all his potions right now. Absolutely well played. And I should have known. Absolutely well played. My bad. And I kind of just end up getting one shot. That was way more damage than anticipated. Besides Ignite, they have everything up, right? Is Pike down here? Where is he? What the fuck? Guess he must have recalled, right? The Pike. Is he just going mid lane then? Now he's going bot lane. Also feels like I'm gonna go and do something maybe against Maokai. Nope. Okay. I'm a bit unsure. What can I do? Like... legitimately nothing I can do there, right? Okay, I'm just gonna mute everything, because, like, what can I do? Like, all I'm seeing is a person who's griefing, right? Akali had no ult and he was level 5 when that fight started. Absolutely no reason to do any of the things that just happened there, right? I doggy saw it. Wow. How the fuck? I'm going this because I'm roaming as much as I am. Okay, nice. At least we end up getting a kill back there. Viego is going for the dragon. Assume he is. How fast can he kill one of the workrops here? Oh well, I'm just gonna flash away. Viego never followed, but he went for the 2 void drops, which he got, which is something, I guess. Alright, I'm level 6. I have a fair bit of gold. I must be... Yeah, I do actually have Deadman's Blade. Okay, so Deadman's Blade before 10 minutes. I'm gonna swap to Sport from Jung. I'm kinda tired of the PV old game. Is Bard in a good spot? Bard is in a very good spot right now. Like, very, very strong right now. Which is always super, super fun. And I missed you. Hope you've been well and streams been good. Streams have been very good. Well, I've been good. I never feel good when I have a Sin Summer team. I always say I know something dumb is gonna happen. The champion itself is really overpowered, so I don't mind too much playing with a... Like, the champion is incredibly overpowered right now. Viego and I could kill the Maokai. We're not though. This dude is too healthy, right? Yeah, this dude is too healthy. Oh my god. The minute he wasted his cage, I thought maybe... Well, good thing it didn't hit Tigers there. Was been a hostile but enjoyer. It's just not good anymore, sadly. It's not good anymore. Hostile got very much over-nerfed. It's just kind of standing up for. No kill for him then, I guess. Although I think this Viego is spending so much time sitting and spam pinging after I muted him. I was hoping my last W would have been enough HP, so Pygol doesn't execute, but he does have the Dirk. Part steal, very much so. Very much so with the part steal. The most erratic player always tends to be the worst player. Yeah, like this is Grandmaster Challenger, so I hate when it happens in this elo. I hate when it happens in this elo. I'm moving to Zenith, he might need me. Okay. That was stupid of Sins tonight. Both of us. That was very stupid. Glad Viego didn't follow that, because he would just have died instantly. Oh well, 1 for 1. I'm not sure if that's ever worth it though, because Vega gets AP as well from the takedowns, right? I don't know. Wukong won't have ult for this. Well. Viego is really squishy. Did they start it? They did. If we could go for the tower here, that would be amazing. Right? And now is that? Great flash. Oh. 1 for 1 there. That's not too bad. Okay, so he stopped the Herald play, so I'm gonna reset here and then. What about playing the tank and Nivea support? That might be thrown. I've seen one person do it. I've seen one person do it. Viego's really weak right now, or rather Wukong's really strong. But Viego's also just mentally checked out. Honey fruits here? No, no honey fruits such. I guess we kind of swap 50% HP for each of us. Ammo. It's 1 for 1 in all of this, it's fine. It's not though, because I can't get away. Five people were top lane, right? Kai'Sa was up here as well. She is bot side again. Maybe she was never fully top. I posted about making it on Reddit. Oh, I don't think that's the dude I'm talking about. I know that's a Master Plan EU. Is the person you're talking about an NA player what? Are they gonna be able to get the tier 2? Yeah, they are, because no one is backing or defending. It's gonna be very hard. They have so much control with Maokai and Vega, right? The cage and all of that. Mate, we are always outnumbered. We are always outnumbered. It's crazy. Like, legitimately absurdly crazy. I think it's because Viego's not playing right. That we might be outmatched in this game. He has like 1 KP out of 13. He's spam farming though. He's really farming up. Still behind experience because this dude has 13 KP versus 1. Even though he has 40 more CS. But he's still very farmed up at least. I still feel like if we have one good team fight, we can start winning the game. This might be good. That was really good. I wonder if I just stole the Pyke kill there. Because I know the person would kill unless Pyke had W or something like that, right? Sin still has ult, which is actually awesome. This is exactly what I meant, dude. Diego gets a triple kill. We now get Dragon. Quadra kill. So we now get Dragon. And we get a tier 2. WR? Yeah, that was awesome, right? Made it so they couldn't follow up on the Wukong engage, Pyke and Kai'Sa. Akali wasn't even part of it, so she's also chilling on side lane here. Like, this is awesome. Exactly what we needed. The boots are gonna be empowered magic resist boots, by the way. Because I could really use the tenacity versus the Maokai R and the Vega cage. He's in it, yeah, okay. I imagine so. I think I might go... No, this is Bloodletter already, right, on Sin, so I don't go Bloodletter. I can just go Liandry's then. I just Pyke that deep without pushing minion waves. Should we not do this now that we killed the Pyke? Oh my god, the pike missed on me. Thank god. Pike missed his ult on me. Okay, that started off horrible because things just went a bit too deep there at the start, but ended up being fine. We could potentially still try. Okay, we are 100% still trying. Because from his kitty you wouldn't think he would climb, but 65% all tank and Nivea support. KDA does not matter. The stats that matter is his KP, right? KP is the only thing that matters. On support. KP, the kill participation. KDA is a very fake stat to go off of. Oh wow, the mid lane tower was actually still up. Alright. Have to wait a bit before we can retake the river vision here. Goddamn pike. Like, this is warded, obviously, right? Only way that he's continuously... They're all in here, right? There we have the ward. Like, they all basically have to be in here hoping someone phase takes with the Pike and Veigar cage. Like, that's the assumption you at least have to make up until the fact that you actually see some of them back on the map. I have no idea why Singe flashed in, but I just Giga griefed it. I have no flash, I went too deep. They get Baron from that. I got one shot by the fucking Veigar though. Damn, had Viego just went with a Yunara. Nice. Well, that's two people that won't have ult. Not Baron. It's fucking my bad though. Shouldn't have been in that all. Master Uguay really did good though. I was worth such a big shutdown, just realizing that now. Mid-wave. We have Lathyrus now. Last item I think is gonna be Yaksho, I'll be honest. My ult was bad. All my Qs have been bad as well. Yeah, I lost the game. They will end through mid lane here. My ult was really bad. I think they just end through mid lane. They have Baron buff. And 5 people alive. Oh wow, Vega still had ult as well. I don't know, man. Fuck me. My bad, dude. I played like shit. I apologize. I apologize. That was bad. That's so annoying, though. My ult just did not hit the spot at all. My ult did not hit the spot. Ended up helping. It ended up helping the Wukong and giving Maoka more time to get back in. So my bad, man. Giga, my bad. One mistake, lose feels bad. I've made a few other mistakes this game, right? The mistake that gave them Baron as well, that was my mistake as well. Like, I did a lot of good things, which is why we were winning at one point, and then I did some bad things, and that's why we ended up losing. I just have to own up on I made some bad ability mistakes there that cost us a lot. It happens though. We learn from it, hopefully. I'm sorry. Nightbot will nuke any links, even op.gg, since that's a link, sadly. Jeez. Okay. From 2-4 to 4-4. Not bad. Well played, well played. Hey, I recently started my own Bard medical journey. I was curious if you could explain your thought process on itemization after Deadman's. When to go daily versus other items. There's so many different things there. It's kind of like broad, but like for me, I just buy whatever I feel like could be fun at the moment. I have a bit deep explanation in the course and all that, but it's a very long conversation, right? It's not just. It's so many different things. You mostly go static though. Static is mainly when you're snowballing and you're playing into a squishy team. Like if you look at this so far, right? Set, Aurora, Lucian, they're all quite squishy. So static shift has good value secondary after Deadman's Blade here. This might change, of course, depending on the next two champions. But like that's what I mean with like there's so many like factors in, because you have to factor in your own team, you have to factor in enemy team, and then you itemize through off of all of that, right? Like static is not bad here at all, since we have double frontline already with Camille and Yavan, and they are all quite squishy besides Urgot. Urgot is a sitting tank, right? So static is not bad here, but you could also go way more tanky, and you're like, they also have a decent mix damage, so you could also go actual secondary. Like, there's so many different things that can pop through this, right? So it's not that I'm not I don't want to answer. It's just a very... It's a hard question, more so. Because there's no real answer. It all changes. But like, the better question sometimes, Jimmy, right? If you see me buy Liandry's in a game, go, why did you buy Liandry's in this specific game? Then it's very easy for me to sit and explain the thought process. Because it's very, like, that's the way it kind of goes through, at least in my head. That's how I look and think about the things. But it wasn't really vague, it was more so very broad, if anything. Need Serpent as part the static proc Serpent. I think all damage proc Serpent. Like, I think just doing damaging an enemy champion just reduces it. No Scourge, please, no Scourge. Lane swap detected, leave the area. I'm sorry, I'm trying to live, Riot Games. I'm sorry, don't shoot me. What the fuck is that? Lane swap detected, I'm sorry, I'm running for my fucking life. God damn, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I think Static Ship will proc Serpents, because it just says damaging. So everything that does damage will proc it, just like Liandry's procs it as well. That's so crazy to me that I'm basically getting punished there by the system for going through mid lane to run to a tower to survive. Like, gotta be unintentional, dude. Hopefully they can abuse the Aurora without any summoners. Because pro play absolutely started doing some things that really just made pro play very, very boring to watch. Where they always just lane swap to fuck with the top lane, and the top laners didn't get to play the game at all, and it was boring to watch. So they had to put in a system that then negated that, which then limits playstyle for solo queue. God damn. The CS thing is very hard on the turret here when we get CS, CC, not CS. I have to hit this. But it's not forbidden in pro play, right? Only the first 3 minutes. Because it was so boring to watch that they lost a fuck ton of viewership. Because it was so boring to watch. Like, it was so boring to watch. Oh man, really contemplating doing Winged Moonblade, by the way, there, because I want to roam, but I think roaming too much is probably gonna hurt the Jhin way too much. The fact that Yavin has not ganked mid lane yet is crazy to me. You needed to flash the bubble, dude. That was such a good flash by Lucian, though, because he flashed a buff away from the GNW. Is the dragon already dead? But damn, she missed all her abilities, no? Damn, bot lane is struggling now after dying that one time. He might ult towards me. Guess he has no ult, already used it. Nami is behind me right now. Damn. No, ho, ho, ho. Dude, I missed my Q, but also just... Why are we going for a play like that, Lathy? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why am I forcing a play like that? Come on. Even with Nami not being there, Jhin is too far away. Could you not have EQ'd him earlier so Jhin could potentially live? Just wanted to assist, right? Hey, good job, Syndra. The Sin's OTP with playing Urgot is doing really well into the Camille. It's just hard for Camille to ever kill in a 1v1. Like, I don't know, man, just wait for me to come there. Why do you suddenly impatiently step up? Okay, fucking 80 carry players. Fucking 80 carry players. Still got so much there. I'm gonna value tank stats. The Bard Goat is here, hell yeah. What up, Krusty support? I'm so pissed about my Jhin, who's just constantly dying, because he can't, like, he can't wait, for whatever reason, right? The patient level is just a minus. Why is the Urgot, dude? Oh, I didn't get a sweeper. Why do they focus the support? There was no one else to focus. Who should they focus otherwise? Jarvan? Jarvan is very tanky, they ain't killing him. By focusing the support, what ended up happening is that they at least had enough damage to kill me. Incinerate even got an assist. God damn, dude. I missed my Q on the set ult. I'm really pissed about that. Oh, you always focus the support first in those instances, because without Nami, Lucian is useless. You always focus support first in that instance. What the fuck? What the hell was that portal though? Doo-doo. Either go in or not? What the fuck? Like, go in when I'm tanking, or don't go in? But like... God damn, there we got ult. Oh, I didn't have Blood Song yet, just realized. That's actually very awkward. That's very awkward. We have no shotguns on our side. That's just... Wasn't that ult too early? No. The ult was not too early, but I think the ult was up. No matter what, can't do anything in that scenario. Didn't simply put too low level and too squishy. I was like, what the fuck? Where did he go? But right, still. Why are we not top lane right now for Herald play? Can anyone answer that question? We're playing bot lane with Dragon first up in 50 seconds. Like, it's awesome they got a kill. Great job, right? God damn, that was overkill. But in the fun way. Right. He just wants to guarantee we get the dragon. I feel like we could have time for both things, right? Beautiful. I think that's beautiful. I don't know, Set has no R, but he could potentially try to steal it. Which would be very frustrating, right? Raid and I need to stop making mistakes, then we instantly win this game. I want to portal in, I'll be very honest. Oh, what the fuck? Mistakes happen. God damn, that E flash was great. Pull boot seems really cool. Down here, it kind of was, yeah. Yoink, I guess. Whoops. My bad on the Q timing of the TP. You're gonna get cancelled now. Okay. Fuck off. And I have 2.2k gold, dude. Right? Moving on. He just needs to learn who the boss is, okay? If he does not flash that, he dies. He needs to understand that he is not the king of the jungle, I am. My portal was legit perfect to completely waste this ult, right? I don't think you get to BM when you're running it down like this, or you're 2, 10, and 2. Don't think you get to BM us. Yeah, and we just go Leandres. Where's your flash? Huh? Where's your flash? Oh, right. You lost that when you tried to kill the bot in a 1v1. Oh, that's such a fucking bummer, not gonna lie. Since I've seen fiddle support today, if we ban bot, if we get a bot ban, we may play fiddle, but more likely it's gonna be Maokai. Been feeling Maokai lately. I don't know why they're not FFing, by the way. I don't see how they win from this point, right? I don't know how they win from this point. Like, is there anyone on that team that are strong? I guess Lucian is 3 items, right? So he is strong. But is he strong enough to deal with the rest of my team? Ooh, nice buffer. Faster flash. Ruby book now. It's Liamdre's next item. This inhibitor is good to take because of Baron spawning in 1 minute and then 30 seconds. So it just makes that inhibitor makes Baron a lot easier to take. Don't have as high KP as I should have. Oh my god. I'm very unhappy with myself. What the fuck? We won the game. Zoning a whole team? Goddamn, yeah. Mistiming my Q and other things though makes me very unhappy with that what just happened there, even though it looked cool as fuck. Plus 19. Oh. Yes, I only got minus 20. Nice. 3 honors. That's so kind. I don't think I played well enough to get 3 honors. I don't think I played well enough for that. Shaggy! Let's go! Thank you so much for the 5 months, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Yeti gifting us up. Holy shit, let's go. Thank you. Thank you, dearly. Thank you. Oh, these guys are so nice. They're actually fucking giga. Oh my god. I'm blushing. Hey, I'm not very good at reading stuff like that. I hate it. I'm not very good at that. Any more flexible supports than Bart? Blind pick wise, I think I think Renata is a good blind pick support as well. But I don't think any champions are as flexible as Bart with itemization. What boots do you prefer on Bart? I love getting upgraded Ionians when you have feats of strength, but generally speaking, you buy the boots that you need, and you oftentimes only buy them after you have finished 2 legendary items. So you get it quite late into the game, so it's not that important. But it's very game dependent for sure. Very game dependent. I've been playing more than I have been recently, and been really enjoying jamming Deadman, Static, Liandry, Bloodletter, but I've been wondering when do you flex the build? So I don't mind Static into Liandry. I think maybe Bloodletter you're too squishy, but maybe it's okay. Just wondering, and going through supports and bot is most flexible than Teemo also. I don't think Teemo's a good support though. Don't think Teemo's a good support. How do you decide to go Mercs Trim? So Mercs is when you need tenacity, right? So I think consistency wise, Sharky, I think it's always best to go Deadman's Plate into Yaksho into damage. So you go tank, damage. Instead of putting names on the items beside Deadman's Plate, just look at it like this. You go a tank item, which is Deadman's Plate, and then you go a secondary tank item, then third and fourth legendary items are gonna be both damage items. Realistically, that's the best itemization consistency-wise. If we ignore everything about whether you're snowballing or you're playing from behind and all of these things, right? Consistently, it's just the best. Bloodlet, a very good item when you have a control mage mid. It's very good when you have double APR. Don't really get that much of value if they have AP Assassin. Do you have a Bard Guide? I have a Bard Guide and a Bard course. The course is paid, but you also get access to weekly group coaching sessions, all that. The Bard Guide is just on YouTube and completely free for all to watch. It's good when you... and then don't build it. Yeah. So we think Yaksho or other tank items better than Static? Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, as I said, Sharky. If we look past the fact whether you're playing from ahead or you're playing from behind or any team comp-wise, if we just sit and talk about if you want to force the same build every game, statistically speaking, Yaksho secondary is going to be better than Static Shift, because Static Shift is only really good, first of all, when you have your Deadman speed around 10 minutes. If you have it later, so you get Static too late, and then you also need to play into squishy team comp. Those two things need to happen for Static to be good, right? Is Yaksho the right choice? What are we looking? When we need when we need to be frontline, or they have specific burst, it's so many different things. But oof, I wish I could just put it down in like a line of like one sentence, and then that would be it, right? But it's so hard, honestly. It's so hard. Yaxu's really good. Yaxu's really good. Batman. Realistically, I think it's always gonna be Maokai. Unless they have a ton of melee support, melee champions, then I think Fiddle is better than Maokai. The Mikhail's a tank item? No, Mikhail's is not a tank item, it's a utility item. Mikhail's doesn't give any tank stats, Tyler. Go Maokai. But I really don't wanna. Like, we have double range, right? So I have to go melee. But I don't like it. Depending on how the draft ends up looking, it could be a dodge as well. Yaxo is expensive if you were just looking to buy from 0 to 100, yeah. But, like, realistically, Yaxo is actually an incredibly cheap item because the items, like the components, that is very cheap, right? It's a cloth armor into chain vest, so that's 300 gold, then 500 gold. It's a magic mantle into Negatron cloak, so that's 400 gold into 850 gold. 400 gold into 450 gold, so quite cheap. And then it's a ruby crystal into giant spell, so 400 gold, 500 gold, and then it's 600 gold in the end, right? So you the most expensive reset you have to have is a 600 gold reset when you're building toward Yaxo, which makes Yaxo very cheap, not very expensive. Could you show your build for Maokai? It's just Trailblazer into Kindle Gem items, James. Is that not a good? It's in the... Our draft is so shit. I'll be honest. I'll dodge at 0. There we go. It was quite late on 0. Let's hope the dodge actually went through. Need to think about Milga's investment towards your carry. If you're a bad carry, Mick. I have no idea what you mean with Mick. I do. Well, that's the dodge. That's gonna mean there's quite some downtime before next game. Apologies for that, but it's also not very fun just playing a very Mikhail's. Why are you shortening a word that's already not long? So loud. I hate the client. Just blasts my head with sound, you know? You don't know how to spell it, so you did it? Oh my god. And you ended up gaslighting the other person to think that's just norm. That's too funny. What do you feel about Locket and then the Locket Redemption builds we often see in the pro play? It's just bargain part. Shocky. It's just the bargain part build. Right? Absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Do. about PTA bot? Horrible. Because your meep doesn't count as an auto attack, so you'd have to do 3 auto attacks, which is hard. Watching a stream, Lino. Watching a stream while we're waiting to get into a game. Halo Blades? Not good. Not good. Very good for laning. Absolutely horrible for laning. Like, absolutely amazing that you can auto attack 3 times in a row very quickly. Each auto attack doing 40 damage. It's very, very bad. Why have Halo Blades where you have to stand still to auto attack 3 times to get value instead of having Electrocute where you just have to auto attack once to get value? It's very bad. Dun, 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 dun. How does Bard vs. Elise work? I haven't played against one. You lose. It's basically like playing against Pyke, but on crack, because Elise is just a lot better than Pyke. So your job is to try to not die early game and then scale. The blank support, easy peasy. She sucks. She's not really stronger than you throughout any point in the game. Which is why she's never played as well, right? Which kind of makes sense when you think about it. If she was actually strong or good in certain matchups, she would be played more. Elderwood and Spirit Blossom are my favorite bard skins. My Sacrifice now bard with pink chroma. I think it looks amazing, but it's clunky as a skin. Like, the way the animations and stuff like that feels are not good. Hardcore solo self-found blood mage. I don't give a fuck, Sibao. Holy. Giga chat. And the downtime is really long now because of that dodge. I apologize. Hopefully you're all chilling and enjoying yourself though. It's crazy he's playing on hardcore as well. But it looks good. It looks very good. I'm with you there, mate. It like the skin does look very good. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, I love playing Path of Exile. Game is so fun. We have the right rune page. Finally. Sorry about the wait, chat. Sorry about the wait. Let's go get it and have fun. feel like I'm playing against Pike so often nowadays. Playing against Pike quite often. I wonder if they just do Pike because they see Bard pick. What the reason behind it is. You can't find a donate link. I'm not sure, like there is a donate link here. I'm not sure, like, I appreciate the thought. If you want to donate, then I will kindly take it. Check this. The roses are red, the grass is green, the twos is for sure the best part in your team. Facts in your team, true. I'm not gonna collect this time. I don't know where Pike and Corgi is, right? There's so little to gain collecting and I have so much to lose. We are very, very weak compared to them. See? They were actually up there. That's just awesome presentation of that. Oh. Dude, we lost 2 CS. Hopefully we got a bit of damage on Pike then. We got no damage on Pike. We lost 2 more CS there. This is not looking very good, because like the wave is kind of pushing into... Oh my god. Alright, 4 CS versus 13. Let's go though. First blood up here. This might be a roaming game, chat. This might be a roaming game. Okay, need to see if they were looking on the red buff. They're not. He still had flash. I actually thought Corgi had used his flash. I could just support it away, but I thought I could 100% get the kill. And I would much rather get the kill there. Corgi must have gotten an assist, by the way, on me. I don't know why it doesn't show. Let's go, though. Okay, so we are smurfing top lane. Pike made mistake bot lane, which is at least something. Huge wave for Siri, though. It did crash. Cancel our wall reset. Ooh. Canceling a wall reset would be huge. So this wave is pushing away from her, so I have to go bot lane. I cannot go bot lane through this area though, that would be very risky. We don't know where exactly Pike is. He could be in here. He's up there, alright. Ah, he does the up, okay. He might just Q the minions. The cube will kill. He dodged down now. That's exactly what I was hoping for here, by the way. One HP. Help up here, you Vega! Nice, okay, so he doesn't die. Let's go. Vega ended up helping. Good. Our living with 1 HP sucked. I should not eat in though, no, it's a bit risky. As they live. This wave has to crash bot side. I'm still level 3, dude. I cast Roam Timer. Don't think Vega dies here, it's just gonna suck. Dude, serious, top lane just realized. What the fuck? Why is Siri top lane? What a weird play. What an even weirder play. Alright. Oh, serious top lane probably because of the white grubs that was spawning 1 minute prior. Look at these tanky motherfuckers, by the way, I can't kill them. Like, they don't take damage for whatever reason. This is on a freeze. Well, he can't actually freeze because he's, well, because he's Yorick. That's funny at least. Pike talking shit about you in his chat? I have no idea who this Pike is. I'll be very honest. So he can sit and talk shit all he wants while he's 0-3. Oh, Olay, dude. Holy. Like, he still died, but holy. Ole. I have no fucking mana. Ah, I suck. I did not realize he had ult up. I did not realize that. I suck. Yikes. Vega got such a big shutdown killing Aurora there in the end, so that's awesome. Oh, I should not chase the pike, but I don't think he shares to go with anyone. So that's at least very nice. I'll just mute everything. The pings on top of me is super annoying. That is indeed the play we should have gone for long ago. No, they removed that long ago, Leno. They removed that long ago. Thank God for that. Yo, Pokalsan, thank you so much. 31 months, mate. Best editor ever. Fuck. Nice to see you back on Chan's account. They are below 2k LP. So we can play challenge again. Very, very back and forth game right now. Who's winning right now? God damn, it's like neck and neck. Level lead, 7, 7, 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 9, 10, 10. I'm below on chimes. Like behind on chimes rather, not below. Stupid pike player. Why in the world would he ever do that? Okay, we got his flash as well. Big. Big. Oh, the Trundle player. Alright, we're missing a lot of abilities, we're hitting a lot of abilities. Bart gives and takes right now. Well, it kind of does, right? Red Chime, 60 seconds left of it. Dude, that was such a sick play. God damn, stupid Pike player. This dude has no fucking respect for his elders, that's for sure. No respect for his elders, this Pike player. Alright, Yaksho. Herald time. If we get Herald, I'll probably go cooldown boots, I'll be honest. Just to get 25 haste. If anything, because like next item would be Leandris of the legendary items. But yeah, yellow chime lasts for like a chime lasts for 10 minutes. It's yellow for the first 9. The last 60 is red. My bad on the last few Qs, that was bad as well. Haste! Is there no music? There is music, it just only it ended now. And the music is very chill, so you could even think that it might be League of Legends music. But I can see Spotify is picking it up, so there is actually music. And you can hear it as well. But it's just like very chill music. Like, it's like do 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 do. Yeah, we're going cooldown boots then. The classic music that's super quiet in the middle. Like, it's just mega chill. It's bad music. But if anything, the sound effects volume is probably a bit too loud, if anything, right? Damn, Trundle got a lot of gold there. Oh, nice. He stole the shutdown at least. There's not a lot I can do. Case not being there and Vega not being there. I can't portal this way either because I was there. The best case scenario here really is that don't take the Herald. So the reason taking Herald into Trundle and Yorick is bad is obviously because they can put things that can block the charge. But they can't block when it self-charges for whatever reason. Oh, it can. Never mind. Never mind. I lie. Ignore me. Holy shit. My teammates are annihilating though. Never mind, dude. I'm completely false. I'm legitimately lying to you all. Sorry. I made the video and it's super quiet between. I had to try and normalize the music a lot so it's audible the whole way through. I don't mind. Sometimes you just get to listen to the soothed voice of me. Well, 20 KP out of 31 is not bad, but it could be a lot better. I'm pushing this because next objective is up here or here, right? No matter what, we want to pushing bot lane. There we go. Pushing bot lane now. Trans is top. I think bot lane dragon is gonna be the play. Next item is Lathyrus. Do probably need the ward up here though, because they're all up here. There's not being here is really awkward. This thing is eating me. Wow, serious crazy. No, I missed! Oh my god! Inexcusable! Oh my god! Oh! Sorry. Yorick got a very big shutdown killing Siri there when she decided to E into all of them. Oh my god, chat. What the hell? What am I doing? Damn. Jace is annihilating. Well done, dude. Hey, that looked like me. You finally can relate. Like, relatable streamer. Relatable streamer. Hi, Velos. Dun, 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 dun. Damn, I have a 3-level lead over Pyke right now. So, caught the Pyke completely off guard there. Jace caught that dude off guard. Nice. I don't know, at this point we win, right? Like, we are just, in every fashion and way, getting better than them, no? Don't give him the red! Oh, there is no red, maybe? There is a red. Don't give him the red! Nice. I'm in jail. Okay, so Pike ran here, so we just die, but we get Baron. We gave them the red dome. The Pike ran to that point, and he took the Jade's shot down again. So Pike's ult only shares the base gold, it doesn't share shutdown gold. So whenever you see Pike take a big shutdown, like he has twice in this game, you're happy. Like 312 stolen away from team, 358 stolen away from team. That's gold he does not care. That's really lovely. No TP. I so missed everything, dude. I'm controlling this fucking game right there. Stun on Aurora, ult on Jace, on Yorick, stun on Corgi. Boom, boom, boom. And he's a scanner one trick, Jelly. Which part of it? This one down here? This one over here? The one where I stunned Yorick on Yorick's own wall. Don't think too much about it. Bad shenanigans. Same reason you can stun like that. Dude is refusing to die, what the hell? Skana still has ult up and just refused to use it throughout this thingy. Finally. Well done, Siri. Why was this ult up all this time? Nice, she killed them all at least. Gee, but why is Skana holding his ult doing all of that? Why? Why? A win is a win. A win is 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 a win. I also geek agreed it, right? Right now, I'm getting plus 20, minus 20, so that's really lovely. The interest, hell yeah. Not a bad game. The Vega did 0 damage, chat. What the hell? Why did he not do any damage? Huh? Why is his damage? He had all the kills, so why is all his damage? Hello everyone, spaghetti is amazing and so are you. You did it wrong, dude. You said something else first. That's not like you. You always say, hello everyone, spaghetti is amazing and so are you, normally. You messed up. It's good to see you. It's so good to see all of you. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Then when we have some meme chatters in here, it's so fun. And he's been here for a very long time doing this. Like, he's been here since 2021. That's why I'm like, what the hell? He did it wrong this time. It's the same with the I Love Yorick dude. And the dude that spawns every time there's a fish player. It's so much fun. Boom, down. I might do a coaching session, chat. I might be doing a coaching session. Wasn't even a play, it was a hallucination into mistake. I made the worst possible bard play I've ever seen one on stream. You were duo queuing. But Carlson, you're cheating. I saw it. Do you want to try to climb in Korea? I do. I have been to Korea twice before, both in 2020 and 2023, but I would love to go to Korea again. I would absolutely love to go to Korea again. Nice. Yeah, so we just got a coaching booking in, so we're gonna cancel the queue. And we're gonna go coach. All right. Let's set up everything correctly here. Into the coaching, cancel music, put on desktop audio, find the epic pen. Right now you just get to see my thingy here, but I don't think I have anything to hide, or else you will have seen it all now. Going to you saw it? I feel like I just lost my bot license with it, yeah. Going to Korea and order that the most spicy food you can find there. Dude, Korean food is so good. I don't think I and most people play worse while duo queuing. I don't think you necessarily play... Well, you could, because if you're boys, at least, you're multitasking, right? Which will make it harder. Okay, he's on Neonordic. I have to find my Neonordic account then. But besides that, it also pairs you against other duo players, or it at least always attempts to, which also very quickly makes it it's harder, right? Because if they are more accustomed to duo queuing than you are, then it becomes hard. The compensation for your duo not wanting to disappoint them if you're following them into a bad play. Oh, it's master. Okay, I'm gonna quickly pee. The client is just completely bugged. I love it. I love it. Does it so often. Like this, right? The password. Play. So it's a master bot player. 7917. That's gonna be fun to watch. And coach. Why can I not find the... I'm like passing in from his OPTG. There we go. Score was 7917. They're on Discord. We're doing... they're on Discord. I'm gonna call him very soon. I just like to prep everything before I call. 7-9. Oh, it's a bang of a game. 42 minutes. Awesome. Greetings, but Bottom Myers. Greetings. Oi, oi.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, mate. You caught me at a good time with between the queues now for the session. I'm so lucky. I'm happy about it.
I was watching and
Oh, okay.
I had the free time.
Amazing. So, this is a bang of a game, but tell me a bit about the bar journey here. You're currently sitting at Master 49 LP. You've been hovering around Master the last few years from what I can see. Like,
Yeah. I'm been stuck master
yeah, bit stuck
for
Master.
some time.
Not the worst place to be stuck, to be fair, player base wise. Why do you think, though, that you're not climbing right now?
I think I force a lot of bad fights.
Okay.
My positioning is I tend to face check a lot later in the game.
Okay.
Because I play Bard and I need to do that sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
And I got caught easily.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, and sometimes it's just queuing up with no on autopilot. Let's just say.
Yeah, the autopiloting. Yeah, 100%. All right. So, what do you feel like that? Like, what are you hoping to get from this session? Basically, what do you want me to specifically? Is anything like you want me to focus on? Do you just want to have me sit and call out the good, the bad, what you should be doing differently, or is there something very specific?
Yeah, what should I do different? And on specifically on that game, I know we were behind. We managed to come back and fall behind again, and we lost that game.
Yeah, so behind all game, then a small comeback, and then a throw after the small comeback. All right, exciting. Right, should we just jump into it?
Yeah, sure.
Amazing. I'm gonna share the screen so you can see everything with the cool line program up here as well. Hopefully it all just works fine. Boom. Nice to see. Alright, so we are blue side. You're playing with full-on tax evasion rune page. You're buying one pot. Alright, so you're halfway there.
Yeah, I'm usually buying one pot.
That's completely fair. I see some people wanting just buying one, some buys two, some buys nothing. Like, it really depends on what they're comfortable with, and it's such a small difference with all of it that it's quite alright. Scouting here is good. Waiting for Smolder to leave base. Takes a bit. So nothing happens here. Alright, so let's just skip into the laning phase here. Brush control here is fine. No sweeper. Have we placed our ward? Nope. So right now, we never want to do what you just did here, right? Where we just queue blindly. I want you to start thinking about laning phase like it's a turn-based game, right? So whenever you make a turn, it's then their time to have a turn for the next now 10 seconds, 11 seconds, right? So unless you're guaranteed, you can kind of guarantee that you're going to get a good trade, try to minimize doing this as it allows Nyla now to walk up. While if you still have your Q ready, she cannot walk up.
Okay. Here I know they're gonna make level 2.
They get level
faster than
2.
us
Yeah, only if
because
she
of
gets
Nyla.
only if she gets last hits. So if you can keep her away from the last hits. And Nyla is kind of like Alistar of 80 games, right? Really weak level 1. So you should, as double ranged, be able to just keep her away from last hits. But you see how you're positioning very far down, like she has long range. So you just allow her to last hit. The brush control you had was great. Every time she walks up, you're supposed to walk up and auto attack her.
Okay.
So you're basically allowing her. If she gets 6 last hits, I believe they hit level 2 off of the first wave.
Yes.
But she only got 5 last hits, which means they hit levels 2 on the 7th million. Here, boom. Now she has 7 millions. You're very passive. Do you see that?
And yeah, and I also, because the Smolder matchup of Smolder is very weak early, in my opinion. And
Smolder is
I
really
like to
strong
play.
early game, honestly, because he has auto attack, Q auto attack, right? Because he has auto attack reset. He's not weak at all compared to Nyla, at least. But no matter what, when you have full control over the brush, you should always aim to try to get just auto attack Q. But instead, you're like fishing with your Qs only, and you're constantly breaking the line of like you constantly have to be on a straight line, right? But you have a tendency of always being behind Smolder, which gives them so much control over the lane. And this might seem like a very small thing, but throughout the entire first 1 minute here, you have not really been on the line or in front of him. You have always been behind him. So that makes your laning phase a lot weaker than it's supposed to be. You see here, right? Like you're constantly behind.
Yeah. I agree with that. I should play more aggressive in this lane.
Especially when we have an execute, right? You just have to trade around an execute cooldown. And you have not procced it a single time. 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game so far. Get into a habit of not trying to fish with Qs like you're doing here. Always auto attack then Q. You see how you always just Q? There's no real auto attacks. Yeah. Minimizing the DPS and making it harder for him to hit your Qs as well by playing it like this. Vega's mid lane now. You're constantly way too far behind the Smolder. Smolder's like constantly frontlining. So let's see how this started, right? So we now have used our Q, right? So now there's a 10-second cooldown on that. Then we are constantly behind him. You see this? Like, I don't think you're, like... So here, just chilling behind, super far behind. And this wave needs to fully crash with the ranged minions, so you cannot leave him at any time. But you do leave him, right?
Yeah. That was a mistake for me.
So now you just reset. Yep. Good. Let's go. Do you have 500? So it's just a ruby crystal. What are you paying in second Cassin for?
Yeah, I ping a lot. Because I don't know why I ping them for, but I ping a lot of time. I ping my teammates.
Don't do that. That's never gonna help you. Focus only on all the things you can control yourself, right? And there's a lot of things so far that you could have done differently, right? To have a way better outcome. Never focus and do things that you have zero control over. Never dwell on those things. This lane has to crash before you can roam. So not having this wave crashed means that your Smolder is very likely to either get killed here, or he's gonna end up being on a freeze while he then loses a ton of CS. Then you ping on top of your Lux. You need to stop all of that, right?
Yeah. I thought they're gonna make a play mid lane since Ahri was very, very far up the lane.
Yeah, but he has ult, right? And like if you take a look at how Lux dies,
Yeah,
right?
he was
like
level 5.
Yeah, plus like how much mana does Lux have?
Yeah, she's pretty out of lane.
She has no mana whatsoever. So how do you make a play around Lux right now? So my assumption here is that you just see that Ahri is super far up, but you don't take into account what resources your teammates have, right? Your Lux is looking to reset because she's not had her first reset yet. So she's just farming on the turret, and then she's gonna TP back at some point. But Ahri is gonna flash on top of Lux here. And then she flashes out, right?
Yeah.
This is not gankable for you in any way, because you can never kill Ahri, because you have no damage. Because Lux has no mana. So you're roaming at a time where Smolder needs you, roaming to a lane where you can't make a difference.
Yeah, and I lose a lot of HP here.
The things I want you to ping is whenever you see someone actually use their summoners. All of this is from now on illegal, okay? This does not help you, it does not help them. It only makes the game worse and harder for you, okay? Wave is pushing into Smolder, so you have a roam timer here, which is completely fair. Pushing away because of the way Smolder Q works. So now you have to go bot lane, which you are. You're just hovering here. So in this instance, right, you're hovering and using Smolder as a type of bait. This works if you're stronger than them in a 2v2, where you can then bait them further in, and then you can kill if they engage in Smolder, right? When you're so much weaker than them in the 2v2, however, this just sets you up where you're gonna lose a lot of HP, and it makes it harder for Smolder to go up and last hit. So this is not good in this specific situation, but can be good in future situations. Okay?
Okay, I understand.
Will you please promise me you will never do these things in the future?
Yeah.
Like, this is so non-part of you, right? Like, you're like this kill champion, but you're pinging Nexus and pinging everyone on your team every time they die. So the reason this is important, right? If we just take away the part that it's considered toxic, right? If we remove the toxicity part of it, it hinders you in progressing as a player, like where you, because you want to get better. That's very obvious, because that's why you are paying for the service, right? Yeah. When you focus on things that you have zero control over, which you end up doing when you're pinging this, it means that you are now focusing on things that you have no control over. You cannot change it, which means that your thought is somewhere else, instead of just focusing on things that you can control, where you can change the outcome and get something better, which means you're losing out on two different factions at the same time, which is not going to do anything, okay? So it's not even about the toxicity alone, what I'm calling out here. It's straight up that this will hinder and make it harder for you to improve as a player. That's the most important part here. Obviously, we don't want you to be toxic at all, but I'm not going to sit and try to control or change who you are as a person. I'm here to try to make you a better player, and it will make it harder for you.
Yes, but it's kind of tilting when we have later mid to late game comp of
100%.
Pasadena and Smolder
You're
to
not
first fight.
you're not wrong in that sense, but at the same time, let's turn it around, right? If we ignore the fact that your teammates have died a bunch of times, how do you think you played yourself in the first 7 minutes of the game here?
No, I play very passively.
Passively, but you also are the reason Smolder died, right? Because you were too far behind him, so neither could put just straight up E on top of him. So, like, with that thought process, right? You're not better than the people that you're being annoyed by, which is why it's more important that you're focusing on things you can control, because you could have made sure Smolder didn't die, but you're too focused on other things, which is making it so it's harder for you to perform to the level that you 100% can.
Yeah, I get it. I will try to change that in the future.
I know it's not gonna happen over day, but just try to at least not ping. That should be fairly easy, right? The fishing of the Qs is a small mistake that you're doing too many times, while it then ends up being a big mistake. Get into a habit of, unless you can auto attack, then you can Q. Unless they're chasing after you, then of course you just Q first, right? But most of the time, unless you're in auto attack range, you're not gonna Q, ever. Ooh, glad you didn't take the portal.
Yeah, I saw Ahri and Domain in the pit.
Yeah. So I understand why you want to reset, because you have no mana, but you have to kind of try to crash this wave. Right?
I was afraid of Viego hovering the lane.
He could, but at the same time, he really has to go farm. He already spent a lot of time taking the dragon, which means if he's hovering now, he's going to end up falling very far behind in experiencing gold department. So he has to go back to full clearing. So if we take a look at this, I can nearly guarantee that the first thing he does is that he instantly moves into his jungle. You see? Because he has to do his camps.
And also, I wanted to move to Void Grubs, so it doesn't take two objectives.
To do Void Grubs, we need to have pushing waves. If we don't have pushing waves, we can't do objectives. Which means the first objective for you is to make sure that you then have pushing waves. Which means crashing bot lane into then crashing mid lane into then moving towards the river in top side, right?
Yeah.
You will very likely get this kill, but I'm a bit afraid how much you're gonna lose for it.
Yeah, I think I get this kill.
That doesn't matter too much. I actually don't care about who gets the kill at all. I don't think that's relevant. You should help crash this wave. Because this wave has to crash before Sion can TP back. So whenever you do a successful gank, make sure you then push out the wave with them to be able to guarantee that you have a proper reset. You can see how it's way too close, right?
Yeah.
And this is also a way to make sure you don't end up falling too far behind in experience, where you can see like Bard is level 5, Milio's level 7 type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Where if you had gotten that wave, you would now be level 6, which means you were able to now go for the next play, which could be trying to force an Altanari or trying to go on Milio, like whatever, right? Like somewhere. Cassina also ends up dying, but I think that's because he greeded for plating. Cassina is dead, right? Zack is moving away into base, into jungle to farm. I think you're overreaching
Yeah,
here a bit,
yeah,
right?
yeah. This is a common mistake that I made. I'm
Oh,
forcing the.
yeah. It kinda is the same type of mistake as you did when you wanted Room to locks where you didn't notice her mana, right? You need to kinda try to do a mental check whenever you want to go for play, right? Before you go and like you see, okay, there's an option here for me to do a play because they're out of position. Great. Before I do make the play though, can my teammates follow up on the play I want to do? If they're not able to follow up, we should then instantly just don't do it, even if you think it's the correct play. The support mentality is always better of doing the wrong thing together than the right thing alone, because you just can't get anything done alone as the support player, right? So it's a bit of a mentality thing. Wow, what the fuck is Ari doing?
I don't know, but looks had.
Looks at all, but yeah, they both
I should get
fucked up.
the kill here.
That is not okay, okay? Lux
I
being
was
bad does not mean that you can sit and grieve. And then she
I
still
was
gets the
pinging
kill.
terrible.
And then she gets the kill anyways. God damn, dude, okay? I don't ever want to see something like that. Because that one thing is the ping. Now you're straight up having a negative impact on the gameplay by wasting your ult, right? That's a really big thing. Deadman's Blade Rush is all good. You go Serpent's Fang secondary? Or what do you do?
Usually I go Leandri, but this game I think I go for the what is it called?
The anti-shield? What does it do?
Are you referring about the build or?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what I mean is, like, what secondary item are you going?
Serpent Fang.
Serpent Fang. Okay, amazing. Imagine you had ult during this fight. How do you think this fight would look then?
A lot better. I could.
A lot. You could have used your ult during the fight, or you could use your ult now to ult the Cyclops, right? To guarantee that he revives. It's always lovely when actions have consequences. This is what I would generalize as a very standard mistake, the other part, right? Where the support tries to save someone else and then they die with them. When you don't have ult here, Zac is just dead no matter what, and you should just allow him to die without you also dying with him. I really hope you live, but I think you get flashed on.
Yeah,
oh, nice. The champ spawn. Nice. Okay. And then reset. Good. We have Deadman's Blade 12 minutes into the game, so you're not behind the curve at all. That's really good. I think Serpent's Fang is a mistake, because he's not rushing Moonstone, right? He's rushing Helia, I think. If he rushes Helia here and you're rushing Serpent's Fang, he's not actually going to have that big shields, the Emilio. The way this game is going to go, though, is that there's shields up here. Shieldbow is probably going to be bought here. Shieldbow might be bought down here. So Serpent in this game at some point is probably going to be good, but I'm not sure if secondary or third shooter is better. Teammates are doing good. Amazing. Emilio is missing on the map. I want to see missing pings and all these things instead of all the spam pings. Your Smolder's chilling. He's stacking well. A bit over 9 stacks a minute, so that's looking good as well. We have bot lane here to just chill and make sure this crashes. Q fishing once again. So. Auto attack into Q. Amazing. Way easier to hit the ability. We do way more damage. Amazing to see. Way more of that. Alright, so this is a very aggressive play. Instant thought process when this happens, right, is, okay, our E ability is now a thresh ability. We insta-E this way. So Smolder has somewhere to run to.
Okay.
As Smolder then enters it and Nyla tries to enter it, you can ult the Nyla. Okay?
Yeah. Bad Q from me.
Yeah, shit happens, right? I don't think you have the damage here because they still have their summoners, right? Like the barrier and stuff like that. But let's see. Okay, good Q timing. Ah, you get the kill. Amazing. So this was all good, right? Like the fact that you miss your Q is obviously shit happens, right? Your ult afterwards is completely fine. I want you to work in your E ability a bit more into your kit besides thinking about it only as an in and out tool, right? Here you have a Q angle where you can stun on the corner. So right now, you think of your E as just a taxi. I want you to think about it as a thresh lantern as well. Thing here is very greedy. Zac is bot side. Hopefully he can defend you guys. You do have to cancel your reset because Smolder stays. That's 100% correct what you're doing. But it's mad. It's like it's risky. It's greedy and risky.
Yeah.
You cannot stay for another wave. If Smolder decides to stay, he's griefing.
I think I ping to retreat.
Yeah. So this is all correct. Obviously, they get Dragon because of the tempo, right? Like, that's just how it is. There's nothing you can do about that. This fight should never happen, so hopefully they just get the Dragon and you go on for the next play. So far, it's completely fine, the game so far. You're not too far behind when you have double scaling champion.
I think we die both here.
You needed to get in front of the charm. So right here, first thing first, we E in. Right here, we just use our E ability to get in. So we block this, because our job is to get in front of the Lux, right? Because you cannot get killed 100-0. They don't have the damage.
Was my E on cooldown there?
No?
I think I used it on base. Oh, it was up.
Let's see. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now. So now, you have it. Now you E in front of. If you don't E, then I would much rather also just see you flash maybe. Because like if you block the charm, Lux survives, which means Ari has no ult stack, right? Which means now that Zac jumps in, you get a double kill. Right?
Yeah.
Oof. I don't know why you're pinging him there. Like, what could Zac have done differently?
I think Zac was out of fuel as well in jungle.
But he's not making any mistakes, really. He's doing fine. He's keeping up on farm. He's pressuring the map. He is clearing the right places. He's won a 2v2. Like, another good game from the cycle. I don't know. Like, I don't think he's doing anything wrong, right? Let's see if they have enough damage. In many ways, I freaking doubt it. He has magic resist. Yeah, double magic resist and a ton of HP. And they forced the sign out at least. So, the way you see yourself playing right now, right? It's very reactive when you're constantly moving to your teammates that are doing something on the other side of the map. Which means you're very much right now doing a cat and mouse chase where you're not really getting to do anything. Instead of moving to the current play, instead think, okay, what should we be doing after this? What should we do next? Move on to that place, right? Which means while they're doing this play, Zac is doing a play bot side. Now, the worst thing that can happen is that you're now moving from top side towards the bot side. Instead, we should be warding up around Herald, setting up vision for that, helping to seize the top lane turret, because that's the next play now, right? They force Science ult. Sign has no summoners. So now we force the tier 1 turret top lane, and we get vision around Herald while some stuff happens bot lane. If you now run from top to bot, that's the worst that can happen. If we want to do Herald, this ward needs to be pushed further up, like here, right? This is a ward that only defends your jungle. It does not help getting objectives. So this ward indicates you're not going for Herald then. This is not a good play. Not a good play. There's too many people up here. It's not gonna be a good play. I really doubt it. Let's see though. Wow, the Cassin, okay. Cassin smurfed against the Arida. And you guys survived somehow. Absolutely goated. Meanwhile, Smolder killed Viego bot lane in a 1v1.
And I managed to get Nyla, so.
Yeah, oh, yeah, 100%. How the fuck did you get Nyla? Oh, he's just low, so you just run him down. Instead of placing a controller, just W the brush, so you get vision. Your W would illuminate the brush for 2 seconds, then you don't have to place a bad control load, right?
Yeah.
The small tricks. What the fuck was that? Alright. Oh, he did buy Moonstar, okay. So Serpent is an awesome secondary then. Should always go Helia though first in a game like this. When he has Nyla, I would say. Now we have Serpents. So we have 2 options at this point, right? We either go Lathyrus or we go Yaksho. I think Yaksho's better as you don't really have a proper frontline besides Zac. As you have Kassadin, Lux Motor. You have plenty of damage. You just have to frontline. So Yaksho is way better third here.
I buy the magic resist to Denier or the blood song or what is it called? No,
Bloodletter.
Yeah, Bloodletter.
Bloodletter will make your team do more damage. I don't think you have to be too worried about damage, right? Because besides Cyan, they're not stacking magic resist, right? So the more important thing is to make sure that you can place yourself in a way that allows your teammates to continuously DPS. Bloodletter doesn't help with that. You being able to tank frontline will help with that. Had you had 2 frontline champions, you had Zac and then a Bruiser champion as well, then I think Bloodletter would be amazing. Or Lathyrus or whatever item, right? But because you only have Zac, then you need tank stats, especially since you also want Serpents, which gives you 0 HP, 0 anything. You're now in desperate need of tank stats. So you can fulfill the role that you kind of have on this specific team comp.
Okay, so should I go Jackshaw here second?
Yes. Well, not no, after the Serpents. Serpents fine,
yeah.
Right? You go Devon, Serpents, then Yaksho. Flash for flash, okay. You need to frontline a lot more. You're still playing behind Smolder 9 out of 10 of the time, right? You have a tendency of positioning yourself all the time like you're an enchanter, while you're not an enchanter, right? It's so hard for you to use your abilities correctly when you're so far away from the enemy team. That's a full-on ARAM going on right now.
Yeah.
What are you? Resetting awards, I guess. Which is completely fine. Dragon's so far away. Why are we, Oh, okay, never mind. It's a spectate bug. I'm like, there's no hourglass or anything, so it's not spawning, but it's 20 seconds. Can you do this dragon, though? Like, realistically, if you look at the map state right now, can you just blindly walk into river?
No, not that much. We don't see anyone on the map. I expect Sion.
Yeah, and you have no pushing here, and this is only first pushing now. and you know they just warded this. I think the dragon and what you just did here is super risky. Yeah, you can see, like...
mistake.
And if there was an Ari there, you're dead as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
In the future, though, whenever you face Sacred Brush, place a W in there. The W has further range than your ward, which means that you're further away from the brush, which makes it way safer for you to at least face it with W instead of wards. Right?
Yeah.
With that trade, like, with you being this low HP, I would certainly not be going for anything now, but... Let's see here. This ult is way too long range, so simple trick with Bard ult, right? We don't ult anything that we don't see them on the same screen as Bard. So as we are down here, this is what we see, right? Like, this is it. So right now, Ari is the only one in ult range. Everyone else is too far away, which means that they can just walk out of it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you perfectly center it, and Milia was basically centered when you throw it, they always have the time to walk out.
I think my team win this fight.
Well, Ari chasing you is at least very good. I think wasting the flash is bad. Especially when you're flashing towards your team, which then brings Ari closer as well. I think you should be happy that you got Ari to chase you. That's a really good thing, right?
Yeah.
You should not have done a flash over the wall.
My thought process was maybe I can get Ahri to them so they can kill her.
The minute you die, she gets another stack, right? Of her ult, which means it's would be very hard at least to kill her. Next step, from base to top side here, you need to put vision around this area now. You want to have a ward here, you want to have a ward here. So in the tri-brush and in this brush. And then we can have one over here or one in the raptor pit. Or one in front turret when we kill turret. But basically we want 3 wards up here to siege this tower, then we move to siege this tower, then we can fall back to Herald or Atakan. You have a tendency of putting very defensive wards, even though you're currently looking to actually push your lead, right, forward. So this is a defensive ward, and this is a defensive ward.
Okay.
So when you want to actually take objectives or take control of the map, towers or anything, it has to be a crush of the neutral side, which is this, right? Like, river here is the neutral lane. Anything above that is taking control. Anything below that is losing control.
Okay.
First thing first should be mid lane tower, right? As we talked about. Instead of just walking back and forth in the river.
Yeah,
out.
we were now.
Peasant matches the Sire now. Of course, a bit too late. Oh, he actually cancelled. Alright, so this is where you lose the game, I'm gonna assume. Actually, Smolder just one-shot 2 people. You're still gonna lose so much. You're losing 2 towers or only 1?
2 towers. No, I have. So it was bad to position around Atakan, since Sion was pushing alone there.
Yeah, the thing is, right, you get Atakan because they get caught out. They should never be caught out. If you just keep this dance up, Sign just gets all of this for free, right? Basically, once again, ignoring the fact that you always have to have pushing minion waves before you do any objectives. If you don't have pushing minion waves, you lose a lot. So even though you just want to fight, even though you just got an objective, you lost gold on the map right now. You're further behind than you were before all of this started. So it's a feels good moment that actually didn't get you closer to winning. Great stun. Great E. The stun was amazing. Do. What an unfortunate flash. People just resetting greedily too far up in the lane. Let's see if they overstay here. Yeah, they are. They're contesting a fucking Grom, dude. Never ult people that are already being targeted, okay?
Yeah,
like, very simple rule of the bard ult. If a fight is happening, you never ult the people that are already being targeted or is in the middle of the fight. Instead here, right? So you see...
I didn't get vision on Zach, what he was doing.
Yeah.
I think mine.
Your ult should instead have been on Vilio over there. So he can't help and follow up and keep his teammates safe. This is very greedy. And this is something you can do if you're building the tank items, but because you went into Horning Guys, you cannot do that anymore, right? He's gonna die to Sunfire from the blobs, which is the funniest interaction ever. It's so weird that the blobs still have Sunfire on them, but they do. God damn, what a bloody game, dude. Ha! Okay, Millia's not even moving. Awesome. I think a big issue for you, right, from what I can see, is your E and R usage. It's the fact that you Q a lot without auto-attacking. Your itemization is not 100% spot on. Like, the first two items are correct, the third item is incorrect, right? So there's a tiny bit of improvement coming from there. I think the biggest issue you have is the mentality towards how you play the game and how you interact in a team environment. I think that's the biggest hindrance you have as a player right now. And of course your warding, right? The warding can get a lot of help here. This is one of the moments where it's okay for you to ult, by the way. There you could have ulted the Kassan as an hourglass effect. You're fighting with two people in base.
Yeah, was
After you make sure Kassan is out, you should be disengaging, moving out. But you're not, right? Your body language says fight, fight, fight. So, very preventable death up here, very preventable death here. This has nothing to do with Zac and everything to do with you. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Zac could have done differently. Like, both him and Lux were in base, right? While you're playing randomly in that tier 2 jungle. Lux steals the fucking dragon. Like, the people that you're so angry at are legit heroes. Right? Shield bow is being built here with Noon Quiver, I think. We can hope this is a shield bow as well. Then Serpent starts getting a ton of value. Are they really doing Baron here?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, if they were doing Baron there, they were really grieving. Then I don't know what Sion is trying to defend by continuously playing for the river. You have to be bodyguard after you crash this, because your teammates just started Baron, right? Which means you have to push yourself over here and over here. But maybe they just don't have any vision.
Yeah, they don't.
Didn't they have vision down here, though? So they saw you all into river. How the fuck do you lose from this point? Kassan 16, Smolder with like 300 stacks. And you now have gold lead as well, and they are not close to soul. the game is gonna be very spicy from now on, because like, how the hell do you lose from this point? So you're playing the lanes incorrectly here, right? Mid lane tower is already like basically dead, right? But you have this tower and you have this tower, so you should be playing sides. Put Castlin alone bot side, and the rest of you will go top side. Playing like you are here is a very big mistake.
Here I was focusing on sieging the towers, and I was not aware of Zek position.
So you should be bot side or top side if you want to siege towers as well, right? Instead of mid. It's always easier to rotate from side to mid to side instead of from mid to side. But yeah, Zac is all the way down here. Like, this is obviously a small mistake on his own, but he very likely has item that he's trying to get before the big siege, which is exactly what he is. He's now resetting for Spirit Visage, which is a huge fucking upgrade. And then he still has Baron, and he can go for tier 3 and tier 2 towers, right?
I think here I ping Kassadin. So, and he died alone, and we die as well.
Yeah, because you move up and you miss your Q. Portal should have been this way instead of down.
And
all of this,
they die as well.
Yeah, because you left them. All of this is just preventable again if you just pay attention to your team, right? Because like Zac once again didn't really do anything wrong. He reset for third item before you all were very much sieging, right? Like you were still waiting for minion waves and all these lovely things. So have you not died, then he just grew up now and then you take all towers. But the impatient level really fucked up a bit here. So that is why you don't end up winning the game at that point though, because you all died with Baron up without getting really anything. This is a negative Baron play. God damn, this game is toxic with all the pinging. We're Bloodletter now. Should have been a tank item. I think you can feel that in every fight right now, that you are having a very hard time positioning correctly and playing the fights correctly, because we are so squishy, right? Is there any way I can mute pings? I don't think so. Like, this is absurd. You and Smolder just sitting and spam pinging people. Well, mainly Smolder right now. You stopped. Good play by Castlin. This is a bit of a weird, messy play, right? If you get a kill, it's a feels good moment. You don't have a mini wave, because enemy mini wave is down here as well. So, like, once again, there's nothing pushing. There's just random fighting that will not help you actually get closer to winning the game in any way, right? Because, like, look at this.
Yeah, it's a bad positioning for us. But
it's not even about the positioning, it's more so the decision making.
Yeah.
Alt up here is good, alt down here is bad. So you just fuck Zac's E and alt with your own alt there.
Yeah, it was a bad ult. We also lost it.
Never alt people that are already being targeted. Oh, isn't it frustrating being so annoyed by teammates that you have zero control over? Like, it must take so much energy. Speed up until you're alive. I think we just speed up here, because macro-wise is the biggest issue here. Push bot, push mid lane, then rotate into river. We don't just instantly go into river, we instantly go into river, we end up dying, and then we lose either the game or more inhibitors. We always need pushing waves first.
I think here is another bad ulti.
Wonder if that would have stolen. It's hard to know, right? But Smolder
Yeah.
and Lux timed up their ults very well. And then you insta-die afterwards, right? And you don't are pushing bot lane, so you're gonna lose mid lane inhibitor after this at least. You have died so many times in a row right now because you're so squishy because of the bloodletter mistake, right? Guess they just go in and take the inhibitor, right? Lava focus. Oh. Thank God Sign Peasant doesn't really do any damage to towers anymore.
Yeah.
That shit was toxic. And thank God the towers respawn. That's such a good change. Like, this comes down to this last thing we talked about, right? Just because you have an angle, you need to double check if your teammates can follow up. Like, no one is even close, and they couldn't have been close either, right? So it's a great play if people are close. Yeah. And you have done this at least 3 or 4 times this game, right? That type of mistake where you're going for plays that can be good, but no one is close and able to follow up. Sweeper's good. Woo. You got 2 1000 gold shutdowns in a row. Yeah. At least you will get tanky now, because you're just gonna be able to buy your next item. This is bad. Are you just gonna die here now?
No.
Okay, good. I was like, ooh. Alright. Throw after throw after throw, both teams, right?
Yeah.
What do you build here? Swiftness boots is the wrong boots. They have no real slow, so you're not getting any slow out of the slow reduction, and you're already above the movement speed soft cap, so you're wasting movement speed stats. The minute you're above 415, you get only 80% value instead of 100% value.
The cooldown boots will be better here?
Probably Mercs, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
For the stuns into stun, charm into sign stun thingy. Had you remembered the rule of push before we take objectives, you could win the game here now. But because you don't push out lanes, then you don't win the game.
We can do nothing.
Exactly, you get Baron, and you can do nothing with the Baron, because now you have to spend the next, like, 1 or 2 minutes to push out lanes. The macro part is really the biggest lagging. The warding, the decision-making of when do we fight, how do we rotate, when do we reset, where do we push, where do we move, all of these things, right? Micro, that's a bit to want to improve on as well, right? Like the auto attack before Q, the E for your teammates, the alt not on people that already been targeted. All of these things need to be worked on as well, right?
Yeah.
This part is fine, by the way. You're just bodyguarding and you're surviving, which is great. I'm curious to see if you get Koenig or if you're going for Abyssal Mask. I think Abyssal Mask is probably the best, but I don't think that builds off of Spectre's Cowl.
I think I go Koenig. Or...
What are you going?
Yeah, Koenig.
Koenig, yeah. They don't really have poke, so I don't like Koenig. Koenig is more so if they have, like, poke AP damage, which Ari is not really right. I think Merc's Abyssal Mask would have been way better. Have to always slow down the gameplay, wait for your teammates to be ready on the map, right? Like here you don't end up getting punished, but you are once again 3 people way too far above head of tempo compared to 2 others, right? Whether you think that they should be where you are or not, doesn't really matter, right? The only thing that matters is reality. Ooh.
I think he overforced here.
Yeah. It's the same thing as you Q flashing earlier, right? Like he sees a great angle, but no one is close enough to be able to do anything. question. How do you not win here?
Nyla come back from base and kill us both of us. The three of us, I think.
You're not able to frontline? Oh, she flashes. Okay, no, she flashes past you. Right. Then you have 2 E away now. So the minute Smolder's dead, you have no damage. Because it's impossible for you and Lux to basically hit abilities against her. Alright, and now they get sold because of that. Which then results in probably... It's been very even-sided, right? But when they get sold, it probably becomes a bit more one-sided. Because now they have that extra part of damage.
Yeah.
But a lot of things for you to sit and work on, right? That can instantly make your gameplay so much better and so much easier for you to play as well. The mentality part is 100% going to be the hardest part for you to fix though. Because that's also a habit thing.
It's not a habit, it's more like I play too much League in the last month, and I need to take a little break from it.
That's not true. Because if that was the case, why am I not spamming my teammates? Since I play League of Legends 8 hours a day. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the amount of League you play that is turning you into being frustrated / annoyed with your pings and all that, right? Also good ult here, because it's an ult for hourglass effect.
I was trying to target the Viego here.
You could easily have done that. You have flash and ignite up. I'm curious why you're not just auto-attacking, igniting, all of these things, right? You also have your portal up doing all of this, right? You have like 4 different ways where you could have killed the Zac. Oh, he should not have ulted that. If he just dies Zac, he goes into Zac blobs, or whatever the hell Zac's passive is called. Oh, facing into the rush. There we have it. The one you talked about.
Yeah.
Just push out mid lane instead of chasing into jungle. Or a Q before we auto attacks to make it way harder to hit the Q. Lava focused. You're TPing. The TP. If we stun there, we kill Ari instantly. She has no ult or anything. That was a complete green TP.
I think I had 0 vision there, and I was out of the bush.
But you're only out of the brush because you left the brush, right?
Yeah.
You had Q and everything. I think you were just turn version on the Melio. On the Melio. Iron Elixir is what you're buying, which is correct. This is nothing. You cannot do anything about it. But you should never be pinging. Great flash Lux. Focus the minion wave instead of the Sion. Because that's like... The job here... That's a good ult. Not something I've seen you do multiple times throughout this, right? The ult is good, then you flashing in is not good. Because you, once again, you have to play around cooldowns and where your teammates are, right? The ult was so good though, just to call that out. They are also not pushing with the minion wave. This is crazy that this mistake is being made over and over and over in Master Elo, dude. Because like, if they had just killed this, they end the game.
Yep.
But now Smolders resurrects, which then means that he will be able to wave clear. With just a QW ult. It's absurd.
This is why I chose this game, because I made a lot of mistakes as well.
Yeah, both like mistake-wise and mentality-wise, both of these things are very important to tackle. So I think it's a great game. I've recorded all of it, by the way, since it's such a long one, so it can be hard to remember everything I've said and talked about. So you will get the recording after with an unlisted link, so you can always rewatch it. Kassadin's top side. We should never play through sides the way you're doing here, right? Where you leave your teammates to be bait. It's kind of the same you wanted to do with Smolder earlier when you were level like 4 and he was level 5. Because you're the wall. You're the wall. But you're not the wall if you're in the jungle. All these Q fishes. Fishy, 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 fishy. You need to completely stop it, like instantly. It's just a waste of cooldown. Lava focus. Yeah, he gets killed through side, which is normal. This is gonna be a lost team fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, here we lose the game.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
I don't think you can do a lot differently here, right? In many ways, Kassadin shouldn't be side and you guys shouldn't be mid. Like, if he's here, right, you guys should be bot side. So you are as far away from each other to make it harder for them to react to the split. But when you just A-ram like this, when there's not even any turrets, it just makes it incredibly easy for them to protect and defend. But besides that, there's not a lot you can do. But it's one of those times where you wish you hadn't spam pinged all game, because your pings are probably muted, so you could have communicated intent a bit more. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. So here, let's go into... do you have any questions about any of the things we have talked about, or questions about anything else?
Let me think a bit.
Yeah, no stress. No stress.
How can I improve the early and the late movement? I mean, I understand that Kassadin, it's a mistake for us to be mid when we siege and Kassadin is top side. We should push the wave from both.
So, if we just start completely from early game, since you asked about how we improve early game, right? The way to do that is basically just, first of all, we need to understand mini waves, right? Is it pushing into your AD carry? And can they not dive your AD carry? Then we have a roam timer. Just very simplified, right? When we are bot lane, we always stay on a straight line with our AD carry. We are not in front of the AD carry. We are not behind the AD carry. And then final, we always auto attack before we Q. We don't do Q fishing. Those things alone is going to improve your early game by a ton, right? Because you had a lot of bad roams and a lot of bad Qs and a lot of bad positioning that had a lot of negative impact in this specific game at least. And I'm assuming if it happened in this game, it's going to happen in more other games as well, right?
Yeah.
For mid to late game, it all comes down to how you ward. And you are, as I mentioned earlier, right? You have a tendency of being very neutral with your warding, which means you're not taking territory and pushing forward with your wards. If you're not pushing forward with your wards, it becomes hard to siege. Yeah. When you want to siege, wards have to be in front of you, not behind you. If we take a look at this, right? Why are our wards? They're all behind us, right? Instead of being in front of us, which makes it incredibly hard to siege. It makes it incredibly hard to split push because none of this is warded. So every time Kassadin pushes up or wants to rotate, he either has to take a long way around to then group up, or he has to take a risky route which then gets him killed, which is exactly what happened here, right? Like, he kills this and then he rotates. And because there's no vision, because we don't have a support that's putting vision, he ends up getting fucking assisted, right? So it's that simple. So the way you improve your mid to late is thinking a lot more about the wards. Am I winning right now? Do we want to siege? Cool. Our wards need to take territory. Are we losing and we want to try to make sure we can still play in our jungle, then we place neutral wards. If we are very losing, we place wards only around our towers to protect towers.
Okay. I understand.
Amazing. Amazing. Did I answer the entirety of your question? I'm not sure.
Yeah, was very
Okay.
helpful.
Amazing. I was like, I wasn't sure if you asked about a different thing as well. Amazing. Great. Anything else you want to talk about before we end the session?
Not really. I will rewatch it. So
Amazing.
I can go some stuff from the beginning.
I'll make sure to give you a link here within an hour, okay? So you can always rewatch it.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Then just thank you so much for booking. And if you have ever any future question where like, oh shit, should have asked this, just hit me up on Discord, okay?
Sure. Yeah, I will see how it goes from now on, because I will definitely look up to correct my current mistakes.
Amazing. That sounds good, dude. I wish you the best of luck, mate, and have a wonderful rest of your day, okay?
Thank you for your patience.
No, of course.
With
No problem.
with the pings.
No problem at all, mate. We all start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're working on it, that's the only thing we can ask for. So
Yeah.
have a wonderful day, mate. Bye.
Bye.
All right, chat. Now that was a coaching session that I hopefully a lot of you thought was maybe helpful for you as well. I asked him if he has any questions and answered that. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you guys want to talk about or anything else before we finish it here? Yeah, Judy just came home, so I'm probably gonna end my stream now as well. Since I have another coaching session here at 9 p.m., I'm gonna go chill with her for a few hours before I have that. Alright, seems like there's no questions at all. If there is and I'm like ending the stream now, just write in the Discord, okay? I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching the stream. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. The Q fishing was helpful for me too. I do it a lot. Amazing. That's good to hear. Thank you for being here, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Goodbye, guys.